We are back on the map with another team. Today we're going to be featuring Toxtricity. Let's hop right into it. First step in team building is defining your objective. So I wanted to use Toxtricity, and I wanted to use it with as much power as I can get away with. I believe timid modest would mean that I guarantee get us outsped by enamorous if choice scarf. Though I'm not sure if the power difference is gonna matter as far as like modest versus timid in terms of me getting the KOs I want. It might. We'll see. We shall see. We're timid for now, though. I didn't mean choice scarf and amorous. The odds of that being the thing, But also timid allows me to do nothing else. I don't know. We'll see. Because I could see me be like, man, I wish I was timid right now, and then man, I wish I was modest right now. So yeah. We're going to be using Toxtricity, Set Up, Life Orb, Terra Normal, all the power for them boom bursts. Those boom bursts gets boosted by Punk Rock, and then we get the stab and the Life Orb. That's nothing to scoff at. So I was thinking, okay, well, this is an offensive team, as you can tell. We're going to push the limits. I know I tend to gravitate towards balance. One, because it's easier for whoever... Typically, like a normal player just grabbing a team from the channel, it's easier to use balance since you have a decent combination of a defensive core and an offensive core, whereas with offense, it could go either way if you don't know what you're doing. So, plus it's my natural preference back in tour days because I didn't like hoping. Like if I had a solid core that can cover most of the metagame, then unless there's some rogue mon, they'd have to outskill me, which I prefer. I didn't like losing to matchup or luck, obviously. Who does? But so we decided we're gonna be opting for some spikes here. That way we can have Toxtricity pick up some crucial KOs once it boosts. So we opted for the most reliable spiker right now. What are we kidding, right? Samurott, Hisuian form. I didn't even put any Terra types on here. I'll put Terra Ghost. Who knows? Who knows truly? Who truly knows, right? Never be rocking Terra Ghost. Since it's slash lead, that may be relevant. I actually didn't adapt the Terra types. I'll use water offensive tusk. I like water the most. The rest have their Terra types. Yep. Okay, so Samurott Hisuian, very simple. We're gonna play around with 4 attacks. It's hard to really say which. Like Samuratt's one of those mods that can run so many different combos. What you do know is always gonna have a ceaseless edge, but everything else is up in there. Sometimes I've seen them not even have a physical water move. We face surf, and so it's adapting every day. Great Tusk is the same one we've been using. Max speed, max HP. To just give that a whirl. It allows me to have a secondary check to Goldengo. We're gonna put the rocks on this because it simplifies everything in one compressed roll, which allows me to have some freedom with the other positions. Toxtricity we've already gone over. Now if we're going to be packing spikes, we need to be able to stop defog and rapid spin. So the most reliable mon in the tier for that right now, the ever so popular Applejacks man himself, Goldengo. So fairly simple set unless you're new to the metagame. Gonna be a nasty plot. I'm gonna try out this defensive set because that's what the kids are running these days. Plus I kind of need it to be a little more reliable as far as that spin blocking goes. So I don't see why not, right? Pushing my comfort zone. They gotta always push my comfort zone as a builder of teams. Then we're gonna be using Valiant. This is probably my favorite Valiant combination. It covers most things. Shadow Ball has its place, especially when you're covering for like extreme speed and things like that. You get that ghost typing. However, I decided to go with this. The Shadow Ball helped with Skeledirge back in the day, and with Goldengo these days. But with Terra Steel plus a Calm Mind, if the Goldengo isn't Choice Scarf, or if it is, and then it makes it rain into a Calm Mind, because if we like a Calm Mind on the switch, Calm Mind again as that Terra Steel, Thunderbolt to a KOs, right? So, we'll see. We're gonna rock Terra Steel for now. That also covers for E-Speeders. The E-Speeders. My natural typing quad resist Gambit sucker, so Gambit, you're not going to be having a fun time, my friend. But yeah, fairly simplistic. Psyshock for Clodsire and Amoongus. especially if something else is sport. Among Us is just pretty much setup fodder, honestly. The steel type helps with Zapdos as well if you're feeling fresh, trying to hurricane upon me. Enamorous trying to moonblast upon me. Goldenga trying to make it rain upon me. That sounds very strippery. And then standard Dragonite. So that's the team, guys. I put it together fairly quickly. We just want to go right into battle. Again, my teams these days are going to focus more on getting the real-time practice and then adjusting the team after the fact versus spending too much time in the builder. Since these are just teams I use for two lives most of the time, few battles, and they're supposed to be fun, I want to keep it simple. Now, looking at my opponent's team, Dragonite after Dragon Dancing, dangerous and deadly. I guess Shadow Ball is good for Galarian Slowking as well. I forgot about that beast. It also would help with the future side Sludge Bomb resisting, but Terra Steel also helps with that, so I'm not too concerned. If you didn't have a Gambit, Terra Steel Valiant would smash, unless he's booster physical wins the speed tie. Terra Steel Valiant can still smash, but you know, doesn't smash as easily as it could smash. So Valiant Dragonite useful. Goldengo shuts down back Excalibur. Upon Nasty Plot, honestly, Goldengo could 6-0 him. Truly, other than the Gambino, which I doubt he'd switch in. I'm not sure how I'd force the Gambit in. I don't think he'll ever switch that thing in, because he has coverage for everything, right? He has decent switch-ins for my Samurot's not something he likes, but he has decent switch-ins for most of my things. Let's look what Toxtricity is saying right now. Toxtricity is that guy. Put him in position, in the right position, he's gonna be cooking, eating. It's gonna come down to whether or not this is heavy duty boost, whether I get the spikes up. I'll keep Dragonite tucked. I don't think I'll ever send that out. I don't think I'll send Valiant out unless it's necessary. As far as things that trouble me, his Rotom is pesky, which I'm fairly confident he's gonna start the game off. What's the downside to a Tox lead? Tox lead suffers if he tusks. Tusk is important but not mandatory because I have Samurott and Toxtricity. But it's a really big issue if he leaves Rotom and I don't leave my Punk Rocker, right? So obviously Terra typing here would 2 KO anything on his team. I'm pretty sure 2 KO the Slowking Galar as well. We're gonna do, because Slowking Galar, the beauty of it is Slowking Galar can only chilly reception. And so I'll show you how sexy things are gonna get. Maybe not. I'll just Boom Burst first. I have no idea why he stayed in, so that's useful. Maybe he expected me to say, if I was damn, he just sacked his Rotom. That's crazy. So he just gave up Rotom, which opens up my Dragonite a lot. Especially because this next thing my Dragonite was concerned about was this filthy ass Great Tusk. He's definitely max speed, otherwise he wouldn't have gone to it with such confidence. With such confidence. As I'm likely gonna get knocked off here, but so be it. Boy went for that Stealth Rock. That is crazy, because we're max speed too. Well, unless he's not max speed. Bro really Stealth Rocked in a fucking face of so we're gonna beat this Great Tusk down. I'm more than happy to trade mine for his. Actually, Rotom would die to knock if he goes to it, so as I said, for my Dragonite's sake, that's a big, disgusting fucking crit, man. That's really frustrating. But it is what it is. As I said, the mission is set. If he Earthquakes, I don't think he'd Earthquake, but yeah, he Rapid Spins, which is what I figured he'd do. Spin again. Yeah. Knock would kill me. Okay, you get my Tusk. Should I have spun there? No, because the end game is still the same. The only downside is if the Gambit does some weird shit, but there's no point in me risking him knocking off here. Rapid Spin, the off chance he does some other shit. But yeah, right now I do think I I could go. Should have spun on the second one. I didn't think about Stealth Rocks. It does matter because I gave up my Samurott Sash. doesn't necessarily change the outcome of the game because I don't think he's thinking about how he loses. He's just thinking about how he wants to win. Goldingo shuts down majority of team. Majority of team gets shut down by Goldingo. The Rotom is damn near dead. The Tusk is dead, so he only has those left. I have a couple ways I can go about doing this. Samurai's Jet could come out, which would force Valiant in. Is that what I want to do? That is what I want to do. He can't go Rotom because I'll Ceaseless Edge. He doesn't want that. This should force Valiant in. He goes Excalibur, which is insane. I'd assume Glaive Rush is what he's going to use, which lets me think, okay, well, he has Glaive Rush. I really don't want to go my Goldingo. Well, let's think this through. If he went to this, he has to be Glaive Rushing. But only a Banded Glaive Rush could kill me. And if he Banded Glaive Rushes, I get to go Valiant. But I'm not going to sweep him. But I do want this gone. So I'm going to just Sacred Sword here. He does Glaive Rush. He's Life Orb Glaive Rush. Damn. This is positive and negative. Giving up Samurai there wasn't ideal. Again, I was thinking like, well, if you use Banded Glaive Rush, that's a guarantee setup for Valiant. But Life Orb Glaive Rush didn't come. I've never seen Life Orb Glaive Rush. Again, it doesn't change too much of what I'm looking to get done, but it doesn't matter. I can't go Valiant because it gets rid of my speed boost for his, and I have a chance that I need to deal with that. That's frustrating. Rotom probably gets sacked here. I wasn't sure if I wanted to. This is actually. I should have killed his. Actually, I doubt he's faster than me. If he is, so be it. Me losing the balloon doesn't matter that much in this matchup. So it goes Gambit, which I figured would happen eventually. Again, it's more about the Valiant than the Gambit. I don't know what his Terra type is, and if he wins the tie, I'm fucked. So he Sucker Punches here fearing the Focus Blast. I'm actually really glad he did that. Sucker Punch probably knocks out Toxtricity. So what we're gonna do is I can't believe I let it get the damn what's it called. So now I put him in an awkward spot because if he lets me boost too much and he doesn't terrestrialize, so he stays in, which is a misplay. Big misplay. He doesn't know if I have Encore and things of that nature. He may force the Terra. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, dude, that was like top 10 worst plays of all time. Definitely not a good play. Excalibur was packing Ice Shard, obviously. So he choice band Glaive. So I force him to Terra, which means he can't Terra anything else, which is amazing. So this might be over. So if I go and I Moonblast, I wouldn't be able to terrestrialize. I mean, I win with Dragonite if I Dragon Dance, but what would I Dragon Dance on? I can't Dragon Dance on anybody. Do I need to Dragon Dance? Let me think this through. If I go Iron Valiant, I'd Calm Mind as he goes Slowking. And then he made Terra, and then, I mean, it's actually better to go Goldingo. No, Shadow Ball here. I need to make that play there. If I make it rain, it puts me in an awkward spot. Now he's in a very awkward spot. Right, so now he goes to Valiant, which can never kill me with anything. So Valiant's gonna die here. He's trying to open up for Excalibur. But now I don't have to worry about his Valiant speed boost anymore. So now Excalibur comes in, but then we're gonna be Terra Steeled with our Dragonite, which will shut down the Slowking Galar. So I'm pretty sure it's a wrap. I'm very concerned about, surprised about my opponent played it, because he had a fairly dangerous team versus mine. And so that matters because it's only I could Terra Fairy, but that wouldn't be very beneficial. Yeah, because he's gonna Earthquake. So what's gonna happen here is we are going to blast the moon. Is it beneficial to? No, it's better to moon blast here, especially if I get a special defense round. I Terra Steel here and see him twice because he only can future. I'd have to face the one motherfucking Thunderwave motherfucking Slowking Galar on the goddamn ladder. So now his Excalibur is faster than me. So it's gonna be tough to win this if he has Chilly Reception. He might not have it. He might not have it. Yes, he used Future Size. I don't think he has it. For me to win, what would need to happen? I'd need to Dragon Dance. Oh, this end game is gonna be gnarly. I'm gonna have to outplay like a motherfucker. So if he has Future Sight, he's either Chilly Reception or Slack Off. It's either Chilly Reception or Slack Off. This end game is gonna be a motherfucker. Oh, I lost my boots. Shit. I don't think I can win though. Not with 2 Life Orb hits. Glaive Rushes. Yeah, I needed the Glaive Rush to... Because now he just Earthquakes. Yeah. Fucking Thunderwave, dude. I don't regret any decision. Maybe the opponent played in a way where... Wait, how did I... Oh, the Future Sight. I'm like, how did I take damage? I need to crit this year. No, not even a crit kill. Thunderwave, bro. So I played that. I have no regrets there. The likelihood of... Only regret I have is not spitting on his Tusk. There was no reason not to spin spam there. I shouldn't have let him get rocks up. The very different game is Samurott had Sash. So that was a big mistake with Chain Reaction. So even if he had Thunderwave Slowking, my decision making earlier wasn't the most optimal, and that could have been fixed. Which could have... Now I don't regret it in the sense that now I know Thunderwave, Galarian Slowking is possible. However, you know, that obviously changed the whole strategy because I could have sworn it was a video wrap there. But yeah, we'll move on. Happy with the schedule, with the structure of that game. So Toxtricity once again. With a Tinglu is not that good. It is still good because it forces it in, which helps my Valiant later in the game. Helps my Dragonite as well. It helps my Goldengo. But Goldengo is really fucking good with the Air Balloon. If I get rid of the Sneasler. How do I win this? I see a couple of win cons, but it really depends. Similarly to how I lost the last game. It's gonna depend on what this guy's sets are. So, and it depends a lot of what his sets are. Is it Offensive Cinderace? Is it not? Is it Helmet Amoonguss or is it not? Is it Scarf? Is it Bandit Sneasler? Is it Balloon? Is it what kind of Dragonite Encore? So the lowest risk decision for the Moi is Toxtricity. It covers Sneasler. It covers Sneasler, Amoonguss. Amoonguss could put me to sleep, but it'd risk getting one shot. Covers Sneasler, Amoonguss, and in this position, it almost guarantees I'll get a Tinglu. It can't poison me. He has to U-turn out because I resisted stab moves, and I forced a Tinglu. And 31% isn't amazing, but it's not bad. It also allows for me to, well, I guess I'm gonna lose my Balloon though. Am I gonna be able to keep this? I am not when it's this low. So I'm gonna take the value from the Tinglu. He actually EQs. I'm surprised by that. Actually very surprised by that. not that it matters, you know, my Toxtricity. But now Tinglu is getting range-ish for Valiant, because I think I'll have to let him put something to sleep. Yeah, it's a tough one, especially if the Golden goes below him. Dragonite's probably my best bet, so I'm gonna lean heavily into that. Him getting the spikes up doesn't matter that much, but me having the spikes up versus him matters a lot. Meaning, like, if he court changes his Cinderace, plus he's gonna have to use a crucial turn to do so. So we're gonna Ceaseless Edge here. Is it balloon? It is not. It's good. That's gonna matter a lot. And I also needed to force in as a Mungus in case it's eject button. It's max defense that did nothing. That literally missed. Jesus, I missed. As now I have to get something to sleep. I don't think I'll be able to keep my balloon Goldengo. Yeah, I mean, I want something to go to sleep, but I'm not sure which one is best yet. So I know he's gonna Giga Drain, obviously. The Tinglu gets forced in here. If I plot, kill the Tinglu, he could go hard Cinderace. I'm gonna double back to Samurai here for positional purposes. Cinderace could make a comment here. I wasn't sure which one he'd do, and it matters because if Cinderace gets hit, I might not have to DD, or I might not even have to Terra this. I can focus on Terraing Valiant. If he opts for okay, well, I'm gonna just fucking Will-O-Wisp you. She does. The Razor Shell comes out. So now he has to make a decision. Do you court change or nah? I'm gonna Ceaseless Edge here. It covers both bases. If he court changes, he's done for. If he Ceaseless Edge. So now that is in Valiant's range of Thunderbolt. Goes for Sneasler, which I'm kind of surprised by. And he's gonna U-turn here because he wants to get the free switch back into the Cinderace. Which I won't allow. It's max defense among us though. Okay. So I'll take the little bit of damage on the Sneasler. It's a tough game. Tough game indeed. Though if I get rid of his Cinderace, I'm glad to see. I don't know why he went there. If I Terra here, the Sneasler needs to go. So what would I need to do? I could go Tusk, bait him to court change, and kill him. Problem is if it's Goldengo, it's balloon defensive. So if I go Great Tusk, I think my Valiant is my best win con. And not Terroring my Dragonite works out better for me than Terroring it. Which means Valiant would be my terror. Dragonite E-speeding here would... So I'll force him to sack this. Because I know he's going to just mindlessly court change. That could be Scarf. Oh, he actually Will-O-Wisp. I'm thankful for that. Go ahead and Will-O-Wisp away, my brother. His Dragonite is a concern, but... okay. So he actually gave me all the hazards possible. It's very interesting. I don't understand Tinglu. Is he whirlwinding? Okay, so he's gonna go get Dengo, or just let me spin. Okay. Even if he goes Dengo here, it's fine. I don't get this. Just spin spam. So he just gives the Tinglu up. The Goldengo gets to give me a balloon, which is gonna matter for my Dragonite. Nasty Plus does matter, but as I said, my Dragonite Valiant. So he's gonna Terra eventually, I'd assume. Probably Terra. Okay, so he doesn't Terra. Alright, so my Dragonite and Valiant are looking better and better about a turn. I think now all I need to do... my Goldengo too. My Goldengo is looking... I need his Sneasler to get sacked though. If I go Valiant first... I Thunderbolt, you go Mungus and Spore me. And the gold angle isn't dead yet because he has. I don't have spikes up. If I go Dragonite and Dragon Dance, he breaks my multi-scale. Since the Sneasler can't touch my gold angle, what I'll do is give up this first. I want a Side Shock so badly here, but Moonblast should do 20%. There's no way Moonblast's not doing 20%. I guess it doesn't matter. I don't want the Amoonguss. Plus, if I'm physical, he's in trouble, so he needs to be careful. I don't think he's gonna switch this out. If I Terra, the problem is his Dragonite is just gonna revenge kill me. Like right after. So if I Terra, take the Make It Rain, I'm gonna take a million. Pretty sure Moonblast would do 20, but if anything, he'd probably sack Tinglu. I don't think he'd go Amoonguss hard, which part of me wants to Calm Mind because of that, but it's too risky. Very, 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 very interesting team. Not even sure what edits I'd make to this offense. Because in all games I could have technically won. So now here comes Amoonguss, right? It's heavy duty boots. That's not bueno. Now things get interesting. I suppose I can technically win with just the gold angle. I guess I could technically win with just the gold angle. Because the Dragonite comes in. I'm max defense, which means the problem is I'm like worried about the. So Eru's expecting me to be slower than him, and I can Shadow Ball spam. If I force the Terra, Roos is gonna come out here. Nasty plotting is better. Okay. And I can Make It Rain here. There we go. That's the turn I was waiting on. So this should do enough to where you can't roost it off. Yeah. It does open up me to Sneasler, but at least I can go for extreme speed. And the Amoonguss can't boost, so Dire Claw could put me to sleep and I'd lose. It's gonna be close depending on what the Amoonguss's last move is. So we're gonna do. Yeah, it's gonna be close depending on what the Amoonguss's last move is. I want to switch to Dragonite. That's the best play. But if he Dire Claws and gets sleep, I'm finished. Can't risk that. Can I risk that? Let me think. If I Dragonite and he doesn't get sleep, if he gets Para or I think Freeze is an option too. I don't even trust that thing. I don't think he's gonna switch because it's too risky for a Dragon Dance. So now it's on. It's really just about getting as much damage as possible here because he's gonna Spore. He actually Sludge Bombs, which guarantees the loss. Yeah, just EQ spam because he can't heal. Yeah. No, we 2K. Well, Dragonite beats him, but Valiant could have beaten him. He Sludge Bombed there because he expected me to go with Valiant as the Spore fodder. If I got Valiant as Spore fodder, guaranteed lost. But obviously, if I went Valiant and he Sludge Bombed. But the thing is that even if he Spored there, you need a ton of luck to win. Like you need to get like a ton of luck. Because as you saw, it took like what? Took a ton of Sludge Bombs to knock me out. And that's with the poison. So you can imagine if I was asleep, his Sludge Bombs are doing 28% on average. Like you could get drained on one, which was a waste. But yeah, that's where we're gonna end this live. It's already 30 minutes in. But yeah, thanks for watching. Both pretty intense games, I'd say. Close as fuck. Like both games, I had to think critically, particularly with the Gold Angle. It really depended on how he played his. He had a lot of threats to my team, just like the last guy, and then he sacked his Gambit. I either need more firepower or I just don't have the right offensive coupling. Because in both games, Dragon Knight was king, but I don't know. And Valiant was king as well. Samurott and Gold Angle kind of have to be paired together. Tusk is Tusk, and we can't take off the. You know, fuck it. We're gonna. Maybe it's the alteration of sets. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, hit the like button, teams down in the description down below. I'll see you in the next one.